Hey, we're here. In this video coming up, it's a Christmas video. Look what the kids did for me for Christmas. We'll document this too. They put me a new cabinetry, and this is really nice in my work area. But for the one thing, today we're going to show you, you know, I'm missing some parts, so I didn't get my spark plug wires and stuff in, but I worked with the headlights in these videos, how headlights working. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how I can do, I bet you won't even believe this, I can do 30% of the body work on this Scout in 30 minutes or less. So just stay tuned, watch, you're going to be excited. 30% of the body work in 30 minutes. I'm back out here with the Scout. It's Christmas Day, and I just thought I was going to come around here and check some more headlights and stuff. I was supposed to get spark plug wires in. They never showed up yet. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to hook the battery back up. I'm just going to check the lights a little bit. You know, I got a little time here. Everybody's napping after Christmas lunch, and I'm just going to check the lights and see what we got for lights. I know if I turn the hazards on, put the hazards on in here, I got a light blinking in the dash. That's a really good sign. And let's go back here and look. Well, that's a real good sign. I got hazard lights, so when this thing's sitting along the road, which it probably will be, you'll be able to see it. Let's check on the front. See if we got anything on the front up here. Well, nothing's blinking up here. Maybe we beat on them a little bit. Rattle them a little bit, they'll start blinking. I don't know. A little bit ago, this one was blinking, so I don't know what's going on with it. It might just be a bad bulb or loose connection. Sometimes these sit forever and they forget they're supposed to blink. I'll take them. Oh, there, look, I fixed it. That's how you fix them. You just beat on them. If you just keep hitting on them without breaking it, eventually they'll come on. Well, I got one. Well, I got one blinking in the front, two blinking in the back. That's pretty good. The one in the front's probably a bulb. So we're going to pop this off and pull the hazards off and go to the headlights. Psh, headlights are on. Do we have any dash lights? Boy. I'm asking a lot, ain't I? I'm asking a lot. Well, now I don't even have headlights. I had headlights before, now I don't have them. That's not good. Huh. I still got hazards? Yep, I still got hazards. That's all good. I must have a wire shorting out on the headlights because I had headlights a second ago. Maybe I blew the fuse when I tried to turn it back. I tried to turn the dome lights on. I wonder if I blew the fuse. It's interesting. We had headlights a minute ago. Now we don't have no headlights. Do we have any brake lights? Let's see from the back of the garage door. Well, it looks like the brake lights both work. I don't know if you can see that through the thing. But look at there. Both brake lights work. So at least if we're stopping, somebody will see us and won't crash into us. I don't know what's going on with the headlights. They were just on a minute ago. I can't think the switch would go out. That's interesting. I don't know if the headlights are on a fuse or if I blew a fuse, or I might have blew a fuse, which that's interesting. Well, no, I got one headlight on back here. Well, I don't know what's going on. There must be a wire up here that's not making good contact here. Got to give it the old This is how you turn headlights on. You got to beat on them, then the headlights will come on. Must be some loose wire somewhere hanging, or something's not right. They were just on a minute ago. I thought they didn't look too bad. Maybe if I keep hitting on them, they'll come on. Interesting. Yeah, they're not coming on now, but we got one tail light. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this one off and see what's going on with it. It could be in the switch. I don't know. I'm just going to pull this tail light out. This tail light here doesn't seem to be working. It does with the hazards, I believe. It's working with the hazards. It's working with the brake lights. So let's look and see if the headlights. It's not working with the headlights. This one over here is working, this one's not. I'm going to pull this cover off and look at this bulb, and I'm going to see what the heck, if the bulb's just bad or what. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit. I don't even have this thing started yet, but I do have good spark, and it does turn over, so I think it will start. So I'm going to start messing around with the lights on it. Because the worst case scenario is I can always just drag it around with the chain if I have lights. We'll just pop this cover off and see what we got. Probably got a bad bulb. Probably just look at the bulb here and then go up front. We'll look at the bulb in the front because one of them ain't working either. It should just fall out of here, but maybe not. I might have to get a flat screwdriver. These should just slide out of here nice and easy. There it comes. Oh, it's a whole bulb assembly. Take a look, see what we got. Usually if you can look through them, if I have a better light, look through that bulb and see if it's broke and burnt out. Looks to me like it's burned out. We'll pop it out, take a little better look at it. Well, maybe not. Usually if them wires are split on there, the bulb's burned out. It looks like it's, yeah. If you hit on it once in a while, you can tell. It looks like it is. We'll go see if I got another bulb like this in my light drawer and put one in there and see if anything happens. Well, I do have a few of them. Ooh, ouch, that hurt. We'll pop this one in, see if it does anything different. Okay, she's popped in. I'm going to pull headlights on, see if we got headlights. Looky there, looky there. She lit right up. So we got running lights. Well, that's good. Now let's try the hazards and everything. We got blinky lights. That's good. And we got brake lights. So we got the back. All the lights working on the back. Let me get in the camera here. We got all the lights working in the back, so that's really good. We don't have it running yet, but like I said, it's Christmas Day. Everybody's napping. I'm a little bored. Got the heat on the garage. I'm just going to go around. I had headlights when I started this morning, or a little bit ago. No headlights. So I don't know if it's just, there's probably a wire chewed off. It's grounding up front. Unless there's a fuse and the switch went bad, which I don't know. I'm going to pop this back on here, and then I'll start filming from the front, because as you seen earlier, to turn the lights on, you got to boom, 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 bang on them, which that's all right. I mean, as long as you got a little bit of light, it is what it is. So we'll go up front. I'll put this back together. We'll go up front. We'll look at them two bulbs. See if I got a couple of assorted bulbs. Oh, should have figured out what bulb was bad. All right, well, we'll look up front here in a sec. Okay, I'm at the front of the vehicle. Got the headlights on. Nothing. Nothing. Sometimes you wiggle them and sit for a while, they'll come on. I'm going to throw the hazards on and see if we get anything with them. Well, looky there. We got one hazard light, not the other one. Let's check it out. So I'm going to pull this off and look at this light and see what's happening. Just two Phillips head screwdrivers. It's a pretty simple check. I could check, see if we have power in here too. You know, I don't know if we'll have power, or if the mice ate it off, or the rabbits ate it off, or I don't know. It's kind of nice to have lights. You know, I'm kind of getting the cart before the horse, because I don't know if she'll run. But worst case, if the rig goes up for sale, it's got lights. Just pull this bulb out. It looks like it's a zillion years old. I think I got some new ones in my pocket. Let's snap a new one in there. Oh, I don't know if that's a new one. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Will look like single bulbs. I can still hear it beeping, so that's good. Now we're going to put this one in and see what happens. Sometimes they get a lot of crud in them and corrosion, and they just don't want to work. She's really dirty in there. I might shoot a little WD in there or something, or just clean it up a little bit. Maybe throw a test light on it. See if we got any power. Maybe I'll just put a test light on it first. Well, what I think what's going on here is I think that some of these wires in the front are probably chewed off and they're grounding out. So we're going to have to research our wires under the hood. I don't smell anything. Research our wires under the hood. I'll put this back together, because maybe it's not bad. Maybe it's just a rabbit or a mouse chewed the wires off, and they're not hooked together. So we'll trace that down a little bit, see if we get all the lights working. Okay, I got to messing around with the headlights. They weren't coming on, and I'm like, why? They were just on a minute ago. And then it kind of dawned on me a little bit. You know, these got that floor switch. Sometimes when you have that floor switch gets stuck in between. So went in there, kicked on that floor switch a little bit, lights came on. So I'm going to show you. That's a good thing. So that means I got running lights. I'll pop them on. I pulled the switch and they're kind of slow. They're kind of slow coming on because I think that the dimmer switch on the floor is a little rusty. So I'll see if I flick it what it does, if they do anything different. Look at there, they got bright. It looks like the brights work and the dims work. So we got running lights. So basically we got the headlights going. We got tail lights. This baby's almost road ready. Even though we haven't started yet. We probably should have, I don't know, I'm just wasting some time and waiting for some new wires to come in, and I'm getting ready to hook the boat tank up. My new gas tank, and was right there, is going to go right down there. I'll go grab it for you and let you look at my tank I'm going to put on here. I got me a Briggs & Stratton off my 9-horse mower. I used the motor for something else. We're just gonna plop this baby right on here, put some gas in that, and then we're gonna try to start it when I get the wires. Hopefully, you know, Monday or Tuesday the wires will come in. We'll pop them babies on there, and I know we have fire because we checked. It had a lot of spark, it looked like. So I've been messing with the headlights and stuff. I guess I don't know if these lights are supposed to come on with the headlights. I haven't figured that out yet, because some of them work, some of them don't. Let's put the hazards back on. See, it looks like we got one blinking, and I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. See, we got this one blinking good over here now. The thing of it is these old vehicles, they're a pain with the lights and the wiring. It's usually the biggest, well, I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a pain, because you never know if they're going to work, or half of them are going to work, and they're messing around. Oh, look at that, I fixed it. Just like that. I got hazard lights. Do you see that? Like Fonzarelli. I bang on them, they work. So we got hazards now. Let's pull some headlights back on. What do you think of that? We got headlights and hazard lights. This baby's road ready. That's a really good sign. I don't believe I have any blinkers yet. It could be the flasher on the blinker. I don't know if it's separate from the hazard one. But I'm going to shut all this off now, and I'm going to mess around with the blinkers. This is good. This is really good. I don't know, when I flip the switch, I hear no ticking in the dash, or no fuse, nothing popping. Like, she usually goes click, 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 click. You can hear the blinker relay kind of click a little bit. I'm going to mess around a little bit more in there, push it up and down a little bit. I might have to come back and watch the video, see if they're working. I do not hear the flasher flashing. Maybe there's another one, a separate flasher. Because right now, I have running lights, headlights, brake lights, which is huge. You know what I mean? Do not have the park lights, which I don't know if that's part. Maybe the blinkers. We'll go through that. Maybe that's part of the flasher bulb. I don't know. But I'm gonna mess around with that for a little bit, and then we'll come back and see. But right now, you know, I might even look at the license plate light and see if I can get that to work. All the lights working is a huge bonus. So we're going to mess around the dash a little bit, see if we can get any blinkers or something to blink. Well, I'm back. I messed around with it in the dash, flipped it up and down. Didn't hear any noise or anything. Could just be the flasher. You know, I don't have one of them, but it just pulls out a little 3-prong thing, pop it back in. I don't know, with the hazards working, I wouldn't know if that'd be the issue. But I'm going to keep searching in on it though. But we do have running lights, headlights, brake lights. Just no turners, but just keep driving straight. Go straight for forever. Probably will go straight a lot, because it'll probably be getting towed by another vehicle. So just keep your hopes up that we get a fire. Well, I pulled the overflow reservoir off, and it was like that on the truck and on the Scout. The lid was off it, so I dumped it out. Got to looking inside there, and oh boy, we had about, I don't know if you can see that though, we probably had about 5 or 10 dead mice in there. So that's kind of a mouse, and that's better than a cat right there. Just leave on your old vehicles, you leave your reservoirs open. Mice go down in there, and guess what? They can't get back out. So there's probably 5 dead mice in that reservoir, which, hey, it probably saved some wires and might have saved this Scout's life. So yeah, so you park an old vehicle, maybe leave your reservoirs open like that. They're plastic, ain't gonna hurt them any, and you have yourself a nice little mouse catcher. That's kind of nifty. We probably need to give that overflow a nickname like the Mouser 101 or Meeser Gitter or something. I don't know. It's probably caught more mice than my stupid cat has, so it's pretty much done its job. So hello everyone, we're back. It's December 26th, and we're going to take this top off this old Scout. It's about 18 degrees outside, but you always need a convertible when it's this cold out. So I didn't see very many videos on the internet about how to remove a top. I seen a lot of people lift them off with skid loaders and stuff. And so I just kind of walk you through, how to get the top off a Scout. I pretty much know they're all the same. I had a 65. We took the top off that. This one's got a little bit more hardware to it. Not too bad. All these screws on the side come off. You can see them up close. There's like 5 on each side. Then behind here, I don't know if you can see it up in there. There's 5 bolts along that frame rail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The front ones won't even come out. Like, they're loose, but they're stuck. This one I had to leave the wrench on because the bolt hits the top. So we're going to pull it off. I'll get the wrench when I pull that out. So I got it all loose right to here on the back side. Up on the cab, there's like, I would say there's 4 across the deck of the front of the cab. Oop, I just knocked all the screws over. I did read on some posts that they said when you take it off, you're supposed to cut the rubbers and leave the rubbers on the bottom. So I don't know if this top has ever been taken off of this Scout, because when you open the door, this rubber here is the one I think they're talking about, that you should probably whack it off right about here. Whoop. That way you can leave this on for the door and the rest of it goes. Or do you pull it off? I don't know. I'm just going to cut them. For now, I'm going to leave the doors on, but eventually the doors are going to be taken off too. So I don't know if this has ever been cut. Like, I'm assuming you should cut it down here, whoop, and down here on both sides. And I will do that. I'm going to cut it. The bolts up here, I don't know if you can see them very well because it's kind of dark, but there's 4 across the top. So I'm going to push up on it and see if it's loose at all. Ooh, she feels pretty tight. We'll try to break it free. Keep working on it. Have to get some muscle out here, and we're going to lift her off. And that's my goal today, is just take the top off. I don't think I'll take the doors off yet today. Take the top off, that's going to save me a lot of body work. That's the thing. I don't know if I'll ever put it back on or whatever. They're just a little cooler without the top on. So we're going to pull the top off. That gives us a better access to the interior and what the floors look like, this and that. And I'm going to try to bang around on this a little bit, see if it's loose. So when my kids get back, we can, whoop, we're going to just run a board through here. I've seen a lot of good comments. They said put a 2x4 or something 6 foot or 8 foot across there, and put 2 guys on the side and lift up on it. Have somebody balance the front, and we'll get a video of this. This Scout's going to be topless here today. We're going to take the top off, and we'll go from there. All right, I cut the gaskets. I got the top loose in the back. As you can see, it popped up pretty easy on the back, on this side and this side. She's up off. She's got lift off. She's got lift off. So next thing, I went in here. I think that these are supposed to be cut. I cut these and leave them on there, but I'm just going to take them off the whole top. You open the door, I'll show you what I cut. You got to cut them down here, right here. I cut this one so this top can come off. And then I cut it up here where it joins. Right there I got it cut. So we can, both sides I did the same thing. So when we lift this baby off, we're going to put a board through here. Hope these sliders work. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to get these sliders open. Both side sliders, and run a 2x4, something heavy across there, and put my boys on there. Boop, and I'll balance the front or balance the back. And we'll get this Scout topless. It's going to look a whole heck of a lot cooler with the top off this bad boy. So.
Yeah, I can't lift it.
There we go. You got good? Yeah. Get closer to the tree and get the fire. It's got you can move. Get reach, pull that way. Alright, that's good. That's good. There you go. Well, it's December 26th. I worked on the scout a little bit on Christmas Day, and then I had a few helpers around today for Christmas break. So pretty productive couple days. You know, we worked on this video. We worked on the lights. You know, I feel like we've got a lot of lights working. So I mean, these old vehicles lights are tough because if you got to trace a lot of wires to get stuff going. And also, like I said in the intro, look at this. We took the top off. We eliminated a lot of body work here. So we're going to work on this bodywood here. The doors are off. The top's off. So that's going to save us a lot of time. We're going to go and we're going to look at the floorboards and stuff. You know, here's when we're going to do some welding on the floor. We have a lot, you know, the vehicle got a lot lighter, so that's good. It's easier to push it in and out of the garage until we get it running. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you watch this. If you have any comments, you know, any suggestions or comments, let me know. I took the doors off just because I'm going to do some Bondo work on the floors and stuff, but this is the second video of our series so far, and we've moved along pretty good right now. Hopefully the next video we will have this baby running and driving. We're waiting on spark plug wires and a few other things. She cranks. I think she's going to be fine. We might have to work on the tranny a little bit, drain the fluid in the transmission because it's way over full, and we got a seal leaking on the front. We don't know if it has brakes. I think it's got Nunya brakes, so that's not good. So we'll look into that once it runs. But we had lights, we had dash lights, running lights, hazard lights. So man, this baby's going to be cruising for too long. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and thank you for viewing.